Welcome to Small Known Big Issues. Trump is threatening to let all hell break loose in the Palestine-Israeli conflict, and at the same time has announced plans to take over Gaza, kick out all the Palestinians in what many are criticizing amounts to ethnic cleansing. Trump also has had a long history of anti-Muslim rhetoric. Despite all of this, many Palestinians ended up protest voting Biden and Kamala Harris, and many supported Trump during the 2024 election. This doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I think the beginning of wisdom is I don't know, and I don't know what's going on here. I want to make a quick video to try and learn a little bit more about the situation. So first we got to dive into some history. This is a map of what Palestine used to look like. Starting in the early 1900s and coinciding with the Nazi Party's rise to power in Germany and anti-Semitism, many Jews end up immigrating into Palestine. Palestinians were alarmed by the rapid shift in demographics and tensions arose. In 1948, civil war broke out and Palestine ends up getting separated in Gaza and the West Bank. Bringing us to modern history, Hamas launches a heinous attack against Israel, and Israel responds in kind, and tens of thousands of civilians are killed. During this time, the United States continues to send military aid to Israel at something like $18 billion. So I can understand the criticism against Biden. Still, the question for me is, why would they think Trump and Republicans are going to be any better? I think the answer is desperation. For the last 100 years, the truth is that the Palestinians have endured a greater suffering than the Israelis. More of their populations displaced, more of their family have been killed, more of their quality of life eroded. This is a generational suffering that brings with it a sense of distrust, desperation, and anguish that we Americans can never understand. So the Palestinians felt abandoned, betrayed, and that no one was listening to them in the Biden administration. Reading one comment from an Arab American, he said that the most important thing was them, the Democrats, losing so that we could make our presence known. The Arab American response to the 2024 election is not so much an endorsement of Trump, but a desperation to be heard. And if they have to risk a Trump presidency just to get someone to listen, they're going to do exactly that. Will Trump be worth the risk? He is threatening to take over Gaza. He is threatening for hell to be let loose on the Palestinian people. He is threatening to deport pro-Palestinian protesters. Israel itself tried to get Trump elected, and he's sanctioning the International Criminal Court for investigating Israel. Do these sound like the actions of an ally or a man who's comfortable with further displacement and suffering of the Palestinian people? I'm just a small gnome, but I think this is a big issue.